Hello and welcome to my channel if you're new here. Today I'm doing a video on how I take notes using my iPad Pro and GoodNotes. I will show you in this video how to make your notes look aesthetically pleasing, as well as how to write neatly on the iPad. I also plan on showing how to print your notes to study later. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. How I hold the pencil actually differs between whether or not I'm writing on paper or my iPad. So when I'm writing on paper, I normally have my thumb directly against the pencil. However, I find it easier and more natural to actually write with my thumb in a more relaxed position when I'm writing on my iPad. Before I begin taking notes, I go through and read my textbook. For more denser subjects, I like to highlight the parts I want to focus on and include in my notes, as well as draw arrows and annotate in the margins. A lot of students who use their iPads for note-taking enjoy using split screen, but I personally like to have the full screen to write my notes. So I go back and forth between my textbooks and notes a lot. To start, I begin writing my notes on white grid paper that is already available in GoodNotes. Depending on the class, I'll switch up the orientation of my paper, but for my physical chemistry notes, as you can see here, I'm using portrait. I find it easiest to write neater when I'm zoomed in. It allows me to gain more control over the pressure and sensitivity of the Apple Pencil. GoodNotes also has this zoom window feature where it automatically zooms in part of the screen for you and will automatically jump lines once you reach the end of the page for more seamless note-taking. I like to use the 0.5 ballpoint pen in GoodNotes for regular note-taking and the 0.7 for headings. So for this specific chapter, I am using orange as my accent color. I highlight definition terms and important concepts in a light orange color and headings in a darker orange color. GoodNotes is versatile in that you can lasso and change the color of the highlights you make. So that's what I'm doing with this chapter since I didn't add orange highlighter options to my color palette. The other chapters I've covered in this class are in different colors to help me separate the content that was covered in each. One of the best features of digital note-taking is the ability to copy pictures and diagrams from the textbook and then pull them alongside your handwritten notes. To do this, I lasso the picture or diagram I want in my notes, and then either copy or take a screenshot of the diagram. Back on my notes page, I'll paste or pull in the image from my camera roll, and sometimes I'll crop the image or diagram if there's a ton of empty space. To make my notes look neater, I'll use the Snap Shape tool in GoodNotes to add a border around the image in whatever my accent color is. Because I don't want one side of my page to be heavy with notes and the other side to be taken up with different diagrams, I like to switch up where I write or paste pictures. It is more pleasing to look at, and I'm more likely to study the diagrams instead of just ignoring one side of my notes. And because it's all digital, if I don't like the placement of any one of my pictures or diagrams or even the text, I can easily lasso and move it wherever I want. If I decide to annotate any of the pictures or diagrams I added in my notes, I make sure to use the accent color because it adds a pop to the notes and helps me focus on exactly what I need. I like drawing more attention to any equations in my notes. I do this by also using the Snap Shape tool in GoodNotes. However, I'll select the fill color option. And as with pictures and diagrams, I'll annotate these equations using my accent color also. Since GoodNotes 5 supports custom fonts, I just use the in-text tool to make my note headings. Last but not least, to make my notes look even better looking, I'll go in and change the template from the grid paper to the blank page. This also is what I do to prepare for printing. Once I'm ready to print, I'll use the export button and select the PDF option. And then I'll just airdrop this to my computer for printing. Once I received my notes from my iPad, I will then open up the document into Adobe Reader. After selecting the print option, there's a bunch of options where you can do multiple per page, but often I'll just do a single page and have it fit to the page. You can then go in and adjust the page range as I need to. I then like to hole punch my notes and then add them to my binder, so I can have all of my notes in one place once I go to study for exams, tests, and quizzes. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you're new here, and also thumbs up this video if you found it particularly helpful. If you're interested in my handwriting, I actually offer it as a font in my Etsy shop. I also have a video on how to import custom fonts if that's something you're interested in and you want more options for your note headings in GoodNotes. I plan on uploading more videos consistently, so if you have any video requests or recommendations or just things that you would like to see on my channel, feel free to leave those down in the comments below. Until next time!